Hey guys, welcome to episode 4 of Positivity with Tamika. Thank you so much for joining, for tuning in, for subscribing. I appreciate you guys all. And yeah, I hope you know the drill by now. You found your favorite spot, you got your favorite cup, drinking your favorite drink or whatever you want to drink for the day. You have taken your deep breath and that you are ready to settle in. Because one of the things that I know today, we are in a world, we live in a world that is busy, that is rushed, and sometimes can even feel isolating. But the one great thing that I am so thankful for and that brings me joy is the opportunity to pour into others. We get to encourage them, we get to believe in them, and ultimately at the end of the day, we get to help them shine. So that's what we're talking about today. Talking about pouring into people, which I have been on for quite a while, pouring into people and why it is important. So I was blessed this past week. I got to go. One of my bucket list items was to be able to travel, of course, but to travel specifically to Africa. And last week I had the opportunity to go to Kigali, Rwanda, and participate, be one of the coaches for Basketball Without Borders. It's my first true coaching gig, so that is amazing. But also, it's the first opportunity to go to Africa. We had 60 young people, 30 boys, 30 girls that came together, and we had camp 4 or 5 days. What I loved about the experience is having the opportunity to feed into these young men and women from day one to day five, the just to be able to watch them grow and the success that you saw. Like day one, ball was a little bit all over the place. Day two, it got better. Day three, it got better. Day four, it got better. Day five, it was, I won't say great, but it was a lot better than it was. And for me, in my mind, I'm like, man, this is purpose. Being able to be somewhere, being able to speak life, spoke life into them, gave them, continued to give them feedback, continued to love on them, continued to encourage them. And isn't that what life is all about? Sometimes we get around people that all they do is take, 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 take. But it was refreshing to not only be in a room of, I love to give. That kind of what I do. I love giving. I love seeing people shine. I love encouraging. I love motivating. I love all of that, right? That's why I do what I do. But at the end of the day, even being around in a room of other people that are built just like me, and the young people that were there, the yes man, the yes sirs over there, like they were absolutely phenomenal. So pouring into people is really about giving, right? Giving of your time, giving of your energy, giving of the things that you bring to the table, sitting down with them in this day and age, or not just the young people, but all of us. Because I know even for myself, even at this age, as I'm still learning and growing and trying to put myself in different situations, you always need people that are willing to help guide you. And I don't know how many phone calls, a couple boards that I sit on, phone calls that I've gotten for people that have more experience that are like, hey, let's just sit down, let's walk through this. You got this, you will learn it. It's not rocket science all the time, but sometimes you just need somebody to walk with you, talk with you, grow with you, and just help you get better. So that's what we want to do in pouring into each other. I think about somebody that has poured into my life. You're looking at her right here. Ooh, the one and only Coach Pat's Head Summit. Um, I go back to just my 4 years of college and even after. One of the things that I appreciated most about my relationship, our relationship, was the fact that Pat always took time. She wanted us to be great on the basketball court, of course, like winning coaches, wins and losses. You obviously want to have more wins than losses. So that's an understatement, right? And that's an obvious statement. But most importantly, her door was always open. She always had time, even when you called, even when she was rushing, going from point A to point B. She always made time for each and every one of us. And so for me, as I've gotten older and been put in a lot of these different situations to lead, I've really tried to make sure that I'm present, that I listen, and my ears are open. My mouth is not always running. I promise. My mouth is not always running. But really being able to feed in, listen and feed in. And sometimes people don't necessarily want your advice. Sometimes they just want to say what they have to say, and then you take the message and you take what they have. And instead of thinking that you have to input words, maybe it's the action that follow that are even more important. So think about that, because when we pour into others, we're not losing something. We're multiplying hope, and we're giving them opportunities to grow, and we're giving them these seeds that even for us, we get to sit back and we watch grow. And that's what I saw in Kigali. These young people, they took the seed, they got the seed, and every single day we got to water the seed and watch them grow. Now, my my thing that I am now disappointed, and I don't know about disappointment, but the thing that I hope is one day we get to see the talent that they have, and the ones, especially the ones that we got a chance to work with. Their dreams and goals are to come and play college basketball, and then hopefully one day get to the WNBA. And so for me, that is rewarding, because I know that one day we'll get to see at least one of them, potentially more, hopefully all of them, all 30. That would be great. We'll get the opportunity to come and fulfill their dreams and goals. So how does this play out? So I just talked about the basketball side, from the tease me side, from the catch the star side, from commentating, from my everyday life, from speaking, from every single thing that I do. One of the things that I always challenge myself in after I speak or after I'm around is making sure that I stay around and that I'm present. And so if I have to offer some advice for all of us, because I know we're living in a crazy world, right? We're busy, we're rushing, we got to get from place to place, and sometimes you're not even at a place, you're just kind of in between the spaces. But find time to disconnect when you're around people and when you're pouring into people. One thing I have found myself doing is with my cell phone, I've been actually putting it away and making sure that when I'm present and when I'm with somebody, that I'm present and I'm with them. I don't have an Apple Watch. I don't have any of that, because, that's a distraction. And so things start chiming and you feel like you got to look, and you feel like you got to get the message, or you feel the vibration of the phone and you feel like you got to look up, or your computer's up even though you're not on the computer. A message pops in, you lose focus, you lose track. Really try to be present, because when you're pouring into people and when you're spending time with them, they need to know that you value them more than what's on the phone or what's on your Apple phone or Apple Watch and all of the other things. So that's what I would say. When we pour into people, there's 4 things. Listen first, then guide. Be present, fully present, phones away, all of that. Invest your time consistently and celebrate the small wins, because at the end of the day, even as we're pouring into people and even as they're going through even as they're going through experiences, it's so important to make sure that we celebrate the small wins. I am not good at that, but I am trying to get better, and I have people around to help me. So, hey, that is it. Episode 4, pouring into people. The reason why, remember the 4 things: listen first, then guide, be fully present, invest time consistently, celebrate the small wins. We all know when you pour into people and when you give and you feed, that will give you more joy than anything else. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you for tuning in to episode 4. If you like it, make sure you subscribe. And if there's a topic that you want me to touch on, make sure you drop it in, because I want to make sure that it's not just about me, that it's about all of us, and that we're all getting something out of this. So during this week, we got to end with a call to action. During this week, think about one person you can encourage. Said this on Wednesday, I believe, as well. Think about one person you can encourage. Think about somebody that you want to invest time in, and make sure when you invest time that you are fully present with them. So lock in. We got more work to do, but make sure you lock in and find your one person. All right, I'll see you guys next week.